My dad kicked me out for defending myself against my thief brother, so I let them rob each other. Growing up with Alex as a brother was like living with royalty while being the servant. When I turned 16 and got my first job at Target, my dad sat me down and explained how adults contribute to households. Since he had lost his own job and was unemployed, he asked me to pay $600 in rent for our bills. Meanwhile, Alex lived rent-free at 23 because he was finding himself through his third gap year. I had to hand over $600 every month while dad would slip Alex cash for concerts and video games. If you think that was bad, then just wait. The scholarship interview situation made me realize how little I mattered. I'd applied for a full ride to State University and made it to the final round. The interview was 2 hours away and my car had broken down the week before. I begged Dad to let me borrow his car just for that morning. He said he needed it for errands and told me to figure it out like an adult. That same day, Alex wanted to drive 3 hours to some music festival. Dad tossed him the keys without hesitation and even gave him gas money. I missed my interview trying to find a bus route that didn't exist. I literally lost my shot at college without debt because Alex wanted to vibe to a DJ. The night Alex stole my college money was when everything shattered. I'd been saving for 2 years in a lockbox under my bed and it had over $3,000 in cash that were meant for my next tuition payment. One day, I came home from work to find my room ransacked and the lockbox empty. I panicked when I couldn't find the money anywhere, and then I saw Alex in the living room wearing new Jordans and texting on a new iPhone. I just knew he had something to do with it, especially with how he smirked at me. I lost it completely and shoved him against the wall demanding my money back. He started fake crying about how I was hurting him and Dad came running. "Dad, help me! He's gone insane!" he yelled, and Dad physically pushed me to the ground. I tried explaining about the money, but Dad cut me off. "How dare you accuse your brother of stealing?" he screamed. "Alex would never do that. You probably spent it and forgot like the irresponsible kid you are." I showed him the broken lockbox, and Alex just shrugged, saying maybe I staged it for attention. Dad looked at his golden son, then at me, and made his choice. "Get out of my house. I won't have a liar and violent person under my roof. You have 1 hour." Standing there at 19 with my college dreams in Alex's pockets while my father called me a liar was when I realized I'd never been his son. I was just a tenant who happened to share his DNA. I packed what I could carry and left with Dad still comforting Alex about the trauma of being falsely accused. My manager at Target let me pick up extra shifts and sleep in the break room until I found a studio apartment. I never went back to Dad's house and blocked both their numbers. Let them figure out how to pay bills without my $600 a month when Dad had no job and no income. The revenge part came naturally without me even trying. Alex had gotten comfortable with his lifestyle and started believing his own hype about being an entrepreneur. Dad was relying completely on his savings to survive, but Alex didn't care. He had all these investment opportunities he'd been researching: a food truck, a cryptocurrency startup, a dropshipping business. Each one just needed a little seed money from Dad to get started, which is exactly what Alex hoped for. And Dad, oh poor Dad, who'd spent decades enabling Alex, couldn't suddenly say no now. That turned out exactly as you'd expect. The food truck failed in 3 months. The crypto investment turned out to be a scam. The dropshipping business never shipped a single drop. When Dad couldn't make the mortgage payment, he called me, the failure son he'd abandoned. He started off casually, like he'd never even cut me off. "Hey buddy, just checking in. I haven't heard from you in a while." Then his voicemails got longer. "You know your mother would be devastated seeing us torn apart like this. She always said family comes first. Remember when you were 8 and I taught you to ride a bike?" When I didn't respond, he got desperate and demanding. "Listen, you ungrateful brat. I need $5,000 by next month or we lose the house. You owe me that much after everything I've done for you." I still didn't respond, so he started sending threats. "I know where you work. I'll come to Target and make a scene every day until you help us. I'll even tell your manager what kind of son abandons his family." That's when I finally replied to him. "You always wanted one son. Now you've got him. Stop bothering me since we are strangers." I guess he realized his mistake since he sent an apology text, but I just blocked him. 2 months after that, they got evicted. Dad started working double shifts at Walmart while living in a motel and finally stopped supporting Alex. Speaking of which, Alex had no skills, no job, and no house, so he ended up at a homeless shelter all alone.